Hey, what I've got here is coconut curried carrot soup. Yeah, try saying that many times fast, but it is absolutely delicious. And look at the thickness of that soup. I mean, this is what we used to call stoop. It's somewhere between stew and soup. I can taste that coconut in there, the curry. Delicious. All right, fantastic soup, easy to make. You can have it hot or cold. It's delicious both ways. So let's go in the kitchen and make some right now. All right, now we're ready to make our coconut curried carrot soup. Here are the ingredients. So first of all, the main ingredient is the carrots. What I've got there is 1.5 pounds or 680 grams of carrots, or that would be 4 large carrots, like about that size. Doesn't have to be too exact. What is exact is the fact that I've sliced them to a 1/4 inch thick or 5 millimeters thick. We want them all about the same thickness so they cook evenly. Now notice I've cut most of them into just sliced across. When I get to the thicker part of the carrot, I tend to just cut the carrot in half and keep slicing across. Doesn't really have to be done, but it just makes it easier to slice the carrot. What I have here is 1 onion chopped, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which is going in here right now. What we have here is 1 tablespoon of curry powder, 1 garlic clove crushed, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then over here are the liquids. We've got 1 15-ounce can of chicken stock and 1 15-ounce can of coconut milk. Now one of the things with the coconut milk is it's been sitting in the can for a while. Best thing to do before you start to get it out of the can is just give it a really good shake, because what you find is that the solids are at the bottom and liquid at top, and if you give it a really good shake and mix it up first, it's easier to get it all out of the can. All right, let's get things started here. We're going to put the olive oil into, I've got a large saucepan. I like to use a saucepan with a wider bottom, so there's lots of surface across there, because we're going to brown the onions a little bit, or just actually soften up the onions. And the more surface there is, the quicker they'll cook. So let's get this on at medium heat. All right, and in goes the onions. So I'm going to cook these onions about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. All I want to do is, I don't need as much brown them as just to soften them up a bit. A little bit of browning is nice, just adds a bit more flavor, but it's not super important. All right, see you in 5 minutes. All right, that's in 5 minutes. As you see, we've got nicely softened onions here, a little tiny bit of browning happening. Not much really, just depends on the heat of your flame. This is perfect right now. These are nice and softened. So what we're going to do now is toss in the carrots. And we're going to toss in like the curry powder, the garlic, the salt and the cumin powder. And then just before we add the chicken stock, just want to stir this in a bit. Just give that a quick stir. This keeps the spices from floating around on top of the soup. Instead, now they've gotten into the oil and in with the onions and things. So now I'm going to take the chicken stock, pour that in there, and then I'm going to bring this up to a simmer. Now once it starts simmering, I'm going to cover it and simmer it for 15 minutes. So I'll see you after we've done that. All right, that's been cooking for 15 minutes, simmering away, covered, and looking good, smelling good. Turn the heat off. What we're gonna do now is spoon all the solids into our blender. So in goes the carrots, onions, all that goodness. All right. Now, if you don't have a high capacity blender like this, a smaller blender, You can always do it in 2 batches, it's fine. It just makes it a bit more difficult. How's that? Let's just pour some of that liquid in there. All right. Now, as I always warn, when you're doing hot liquids like this, just put a towel up on top here. You don't want to burn yourself, just in case it shoots out of there. And always start off slow. So I come in at a mix, work up to a puree. All right, so puree that for about a minute. What we have now is just a really thick puree. Look at that. All right, pour that all into there. And now it's time to liquefy that up a bit with our coconut milk. Add that in. Stir that in well. Oh, that's looking great. All right. Now, you can do a couple things. Now, you can either reheat it a bit. If you find it's cooled down too much from the coconut milk, reheat it a bit. Or if you're going to make this ahead of time and serve it later, just reheat it just gently. Bring it up like a very low heat. Bring it up in heat. Or the other thing is, it's also quite delicious cold. So let's serve some up. Let's get some of the stuff off the counter. Let's serve this up into a little bowl. And there we go. Beautiful coconut curried carrot soup. Enjoy this. Now, if you go to the link appearing on the screen, you can get the free printable recipe for coconut curried carrot soup on our website. Also, remember to go check out some of our kitchen tech videos over at kumalink.com/vids, where you can get all kinds of kitchen tech and ingredient videos to help you with your cooking and other interesting videos. Now, go print out the recipe. Have fun making and eating this delicious soup, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.